Ocarina of Time is getting a remake! This is not a drill. I repeat, this is not a drill. At the most recent Nintendo Direct, the very last announcement was the Ocarina of Time remake, which was rumored. We did see on the horizon, but it wasn't confirmed. There's a huge difference between a rumored remake and a confirmed one. And I'd argue this is the most exciting remake that Nintendo has ever created, because first off, they don't really be remaking their 3D games very often. This is somewhat newer territory. I mean, we got Wind Waker and Twilight Princess HD in the past, but this feels like a true remake from... Wait, is this house a Pikmin? Why does it have a little sprout on top of it? Also, I'm gonna put our regular Kokiri tunic back on because I like this bright orange. It looks super nice. I do have a lot to say about this Ocarina of Time remake, but real fast, let's go ahead and give an update about what's happening in the randomizer. Last episode, the major thing we found was in the fishing hole. We found day 3 of the clock, which allowed us to go to Romani Ranch and Majora's Mask. And in Romani Ranch, we found the silver scale, which allowed us to go to Zora's Domain and Zora's River. And in Zora's River, we found bomb chews for both Majora's Mask and Ocarina of Time, which means we can now blow rocks up, like this one. We're gonna be able to go into Goron City and start searching around there in Death Mountain for some stuff. But before we do that, we also found the Soul of Wolfos, which means we can go into the Sacred Forest Meadow. The first hideout key was hiding in the hideout. Probably more Nintendo Switch 2 announcements that they're holding from us, because apparently Nintendo doesn't want us to get too hyped up over the Nintendo Switch 2. I will say, I feel like Ocarina of Time Remake was like the only really big thing that Nintendo gave us. Everything else felt like third-party announcements. But I will say, I feel like Nintendo should have announced one more big announcement for the Switch 2 that's first party, just to get us a bit more excited about year 2 of the Switch. Because right now it doesn't look super bright. Hey, the Wolfos is here now. What's up, Mr. Awu? Boom! Wait, what? How did that not blow you up? You turned faster than I thought. There we go. Oh, we also blew up the grotto. Should we go down here and kill the other 2 Wolfos? I guess we probably should. But yeah, I honestly was also hoping a little bit more from the announcement of Ocarina of Time. I think the teaser trailer was really cool and all, but since the remake got leaked like a while ago, I honestly feel like it would have made a lot more sense to just drop that teaser a couple months ago when all that leak stuff came out, and then gave us a little bit more substance during this direct. I think the way that Nintendo has been drip feeding stuff is a little bit on the underwhelming side, but at the same time, my backlog is infinite games long, so I'm not gonna complain too much. But if I were Nintendo, I just gotta say I've been doing things a little bit differently than them. I think we are gonna find some wonder items in the long grass around here where we typically find rupees, and the Deku Scrubs aren't here to annoy us. That's really, really nice. I'm here for that. Was that an Oceanside one? Great. Ooh, wait! Stone Tower Warp! Okay, we gotta find the Song of Story now. Wait, is Stone Tower Temple gonna be the first dungeon that we do in this rando? It's possible now. That's making it somewhat likely. Alright, I forget which grass around here has the stuff. Hero's Bow from Majora's Mask. That's really massive. Wait, I think that means that we're gonna be able to go up to the mountain. We're gonna be able to break that giant icicle and get up there. That's super freaking hype. And knockback trap. Whoa! Dude, that was perfect. That put us up here without even having to climb the ladder. I love that. Amazing stuff. Perfect. And another fairy fountain with all the goods. Do I see anything good? I see a fish. I see an enemy soul of some sort. 14-pound child loach. We might be able to get Ned's prize now. Octoroks for Ocarina of Time. Alright, they're gonna start spitting on us. We got a dungeon map for Great Bay Temple. And what is this? Soul of the Zora Shopkeeper. The first shop has officially opened for business in the Randomizer. We can go back there and buy some stuff if we want to. That was a decent fairy fountain haul. Fairy fountain haul, check out all the new stuff I just got. These shopping hauls are one of the most interesting forms of content creation out there. It's literally, let me flex all this stuff that I have that you don't have. When I'm out here just flexing all the stuff I'm finding in randomizers instead. That's the real flex. I got a hero's bow and Majora's Mask. Did y'all? I didn't think so. Okay, so since we haven't found Zelda's letter yet, Saria's not up here to give us a random check. I don't think there's anything for us to do up here at all. So let's go back to the Goron City shortcut. Oh wait, does this rock have something underneath it? It does. Zora's mask? No! It's lit! If you guys haven't noticed, there's a lot more traps in comparison into the past. There used to just be ice traps, but now we have ice traps, fire traps, knockback traps, Rupors, and then there's a couple I turned off. There's one that drains all your magic down to 0, and one that drains all your health down to 1/4 of a heart. I personally really dislike those features a lot, so I did not turn them on. All right. I love the music in Goron City. It's so chill. All right, what all do we got around here? We need Zelda's Lullaby to visit Darunia. There's no point to go into the Goron shop right now because there's not gonna be nothing for us there. We can get more sticks here if we need to re-up on our stick amount. And that's a heart, but this one should always have a stick. There's always a stick in Zora's Domain and Goron City, if you're ever needing them. It's kind of sad there's no Gorons here. NPC Soul Sanity is really just Depression, the video game. I just need to play that one song the whole way through.
I am so lonely, I got nobody to call my own.
I'm wondering if it's worth going through the rock maze. I don't have very many bomb shoes. It would eat up like the rest of the bomb shoes that I have, so I'm gonna say no for now. I'm gonna save these 6 bomb shoes I got, because I think we'll be able to do a little bit more with them on Death Mountain, including entering Dodongo's Cavern. Okay, so we need to talk more about this Ocarina of Time remake. First thing I gotta say is I really hope it's not a 1-to-1 remake. I've played this game so many times, and I feel like there's so many ways to play the original now. I hope they give it like a full remaster. Biggest thing being is I personally feel like them remixing the dungeons entirely. Like, I don't want it to seem like I'm going through the same dungeon. I feel like it'd be cool if it was like a completely new fire temple, a completely new water temple. Ooh, Soul of Garo. That's an interesting enemy. That way those of us who have muscle memory of the temples can't just go through it as if it's nothing. I want to be challenged. If people want to play the original temples, they can go to Nintendo Switch Online and play the original. But I think it'd be cool if they like truly remixed it up. I hope they add more temples and dungeons. I hope all the gold Skulltulas and heart pieces are in different locations. I hope they expand the towns like Kakariko Village and Kokiri Forest and add more houses and stuff. I think it'd be really fun to have more mini games. I want more nature. I think Hyrule Field could be 2 to 3 times the size. I went just a complete remix. Oh, speaking of complete remix, I have shuffled dungeon entrances. So this is not Dodongo's Cavern. This is the secret shrine from Majora's Mask. And we do have pot sanity on inside the dungeons. And we have grass sanity turned on within the dungeons. So we do get to see these features. And my favorite thing about them is any pot we haven't broken or any grass that we haven't broken is a different color. It's been pissed on. I just realized this day is about to end. Let's break stuff before the clock resets on us. Ooh. Soul of Zora's and Majora's Mask. Okay, so the Zora Hall is gonna have a lot of life in it. Is there any way to break these? Do I gotta blow it up with my bomb shoes? Is that our best option? Also, we have a Deku shield and Majora's Mask, which is not something that's in the base game. But there's a progressive shield option for this combo rando that makes it so we can't get it in this game. Also, dude, once we get the magic beans, look at all the stuff that we're gonna be able to get up there. Holy crap, that's a lot of stuff with freestanding rupees. Clock. We have day 2. We have day 1, day 2, and day 3 now. No night times, but we have all 3 days. Interesting. Let's break this grass over here as well. Come on, bomb shoot. The Soul of Cuckoos from Majora's Mask. Yeah. Dude, silver skull to the token with blue fire looks so cool. Our first key to Fire Temple. And note 2 for Elegy of Emptiness. All right, so we need to get light arrows, I believe, to get through here. Yeah, I think that's it. Let's get out of here before the clock resets and it takes us back to clock 10. So dungeon entrance randomizer. I am not a big fan of overworld entrance randomizer, but I feel like dungeon entrances is a lot more interesting because we've gone through the motions of going into Dodongo's cavern at the beginning of a rando so many times. But now, that's no longer the case. We've got a complete switch up. Okay, let's blow up some of these rocks. Soul of Business Scrubs for Ocarina of Time. Ooh, we are very much in business now. And that's gonna open up a lot of backtracking for us. Holy crap. Anything up here? 24th gold skull to the token. Oh, I hear the cow. The cow grotto up here has quite a few random items. I didn't realize how much of a good episode this was going to be for checks, but it has started off strong. I'm feeling zero stress right now. All right, look at all these freestanding items. Holy crap. Got Second Note of Saria song. No, Rupor! That's sad. We got the Soul of Cuckoos for Ocarina of Time! Yahoo! All right, the world has been repopulated with the animal that matters. Can't believe we just found cuckoos for both games. It's almost like they were paired to be in the same area. All of our oceanside spider tokens and first note of Nocturne of Shadow. This is like the drippiest grotto in the entire game. You would think that we're under Lake Hylia or something right now, but no, we are at the top of Death Mountain. So, where is this water coming from? I don't see any dripping water up here at all. All right, before I keep talking about this Ocarina of Time remake, I will say today's comment question of the day are, what are your hopes for the Ocarina of Time remake? Give me all of the hopes that you have. Post the super long comment if you like to. You can post paragraphs if you have a lot to say. I really want to see your opinions on what would make the best Ocarina of Time remake. But like, what are we hoping from the gameplay? One other big thing that I really hope for is if they add a new game plus with the randomizer option built in, that would be super in tune. Like if Nintendo really wants to show how in touch they are as a game developer, implementing randomizer into the game would make Ocarina of Time remake a legendary pull. Like just a remake right now is like kind of cool, but I just remembered. We have the Goron tunic and we can put it on as Young Link. We're sauced up right now. Only downside is I used all my bomb shoes, so I can't break this rock open. Maybe we'll find some over here. Yeah, I would just love to see Nintendo's approach of making an Ocarina of Time randomizer. Like, obviously, the fans have made the entire framework of how that would work best. But I would like to see Nintendo's implementation if they're brave enough. If not, we'll just continue playing the fan-made randos. Make the beeping stop, please. All right, there is a Deku Scrub over here, so our first business scrub. Oh, look at these stinky rocks. Yeah, I think all the red rocks have something inside them that we can get once we break them open with the hammer. But right now they look like stinky meatballs. Ew. All right, first scrub to do business with. Nut. Soul of the Gorman Bros for 10 rupees. So we do have the business scrubs turned on to affordable mode, so we don't hate life too much. I think they will sell us one random check. They be selling their own milk. I also just got done playing the 3DS version of Majora's Mask, and did you know there's a 7th bottle in that game that you get from an Ingo Brothers side quest? What else is there to say about the OOT remake? One thing that I'm not super thrilled about is how they started the game off with like embroidery. I'm personally not a huge fan of like the opening of Wind Waker with like the ink drawings or the hieroglyphs being used to tell stories in Breath of the Wild, Tears of the Kingdom. It's kind of cool as the stained glass and Link Between Worlds, but in general, I think that's one of the more like boring aspects of storytelling that Nintendo's done for Zelda games that I didn't want to see more of. And I was kind of immediately turned off from the teaser trailer seeing that, especially because the Link embroidery looked kind of weird. Like, I just wasn't vibing with it super heavy. And I'm curious, what do y'all think about that? And then the art style, I am okay with it for right now. I don't think it's like the best thing that I've seen yet. It's kind of hard to tell how I feel about the art style just from the one render. Oh, more bomb chews. This is actually perfect timing. Right now I think is good, but I definitely need to see more to like truly give a fully thought out opinion. The anti-backtracking committee came through for us on this one. Now we're gonna be able to blow up the rock in here. Regarding the art style of the remake so far though, is I do like it. It does look like it has a lot of promise. I really like the music though. I think the music has a lot of promise. Just complete new orchestrated versions. Ooh, adult wallet. Randomizer is giving me everything that I want today. It's Christmas part 2. All right, it's nice to be able to hold the rupees that we find. I always get so sad when we find rupees that we can't hold and they all go to waste. So at least this won't be a super wasteful rando from the looks of it. And now that we've done all this, I think the best thing for us to do at the moment would probably be to go do some business scrubs that we can find. Let's go ahead and ride Kapora Gabora back down to Kakariko Village. Oh, and the cuckoos are here as well, but there's no Anju, so there's nobody to give him to. But having cuckoos does mean we can get the other check over in Gerudo Valley. But the first business scrubs I'm gonna go to are the ones in Lon Lon Ranch. And while we're running there, I want to talk about last episode's comment question of the day, where I asked you, out of all the announcements we've got for new games this summer, which ones excited you the most? And obviously the main answer was the Ocarina of Time remake. Lots of people were putting that, which makes sense. You're literally watching an Ocarina of Time series right now. The game that got the second most amount of excitement, I think, was Deltarune. People really be enjoying Deltarune around here, which makes me really think I need to do a follow-up Let's Play to my Undertale series and do a Deltarune Let's Play. Is that a good idea? Would you guys recommend that or no? Would that be something you want to watch or? Next up on the excitement train was the Xenoblade series. It seems like Xenoblade fans are truly eating right now, getting Switch 2 editions of Xenoblade 1, 2, and 3 with the announcement of a new game called Xenoblade Genesis, which seems like the ultimate like relaunch for the series, which Genesis did look pretty dang good, not gonna lie. Monolith Soft knows how to treat its fan base, that's for sure. The next most frequent answer was Spyro 4. Apparently it's been over 20 games since we've had a new Spyro game, so really happy for the Spyro fans out there. Hopefully Banjo-Kazooie next. I think next up for most excited is Kingdom Hearts 4. Lots of people super ecstatic about that, which I will admit, I never played Kingdom Hearts 3 because I heard it was buns. And I'm wondering, should I play 3 before eventually playing 4? Or would I be good just watching a video essay about it and just going straight to 4, I wonder? Because it does suck that Kingdom Hearts 3 just doesn't have like the hype behind it that the first 2 games do. All right, business scrubs, we got 3 of you down here, and I think we have just enough rupees to buy all your stuff. Small magic jar. I can't have it. Oh, it's because I have full magic in Majora's Mask? That's annoying. What you got? A red rupee for Ocarina of Time. Spend 10 rupees, get 20 back. That's a good deal. All right, if this was a casino, we're currently in the green. The Business Scrub Casino. I could see Business Scrub starting their own casino. A green rupee for 10 rupees. Dare I do it? Yes. I can't have it. Is my wallet full of Majora's Mask too? I see how it is. At least we have enough rupees to go buy more stuff. All right, back to the comments. I think next up for most excited is the official launch of Pow Worlds. I have really enjoyed playing the early access to Pow Worlds, and I didn't even realize it was early access. I thought the game was fully out. So to find out that they haven't even done the full official launch of the game yet makes me like really excited to play the official thing, because that game is really good, like really fun. The Cuphead 2 announcement, super exciting. I love me some Cuphead. I hope the second game isn't as difficult, but at the same time, I guess the difficulty is part of the appeal. So sad. And I'm putting my orange tunic back on. It's so bright. I feel like a container of Sunny D every time that I wear it. Quad Sunny D. Yeah, I don't think there's any wonder items here. There is a heart piece in this crate over here. Oh no, am I jumping from a high enough spot? No, am I gonna make this? Oh, barely. Okay. What's in the crate? A singular green rupee! You're too generous. That's great. Very, very great. Let's see, apparently Persona fans are really excited. I didn't notice this during the Direct, but they announced Persona 6. Very excited for Persona fans. I still have never played a Persona game, because I'm not a real gamer, as y'all know. I just play Ocarina of Time. Then we have God of War Luffy, I think is what it's called. God of War game, but you play as a female protagonist, which seems really, really cool. I've also never played God of War, but that's another game series that I should definitely try sooner than later. We got the third part of Final Fantasy VII Remake. I can't believe they split that game into 3 parts, but I got some people very excited for that as well. I know lots of people are excited about the new Fire Emblem game, and the new Splatoon Raiders, and lots of other stuff. Dang it, my freaking hearts are beeping. Oh, is this gonna... No, I can't have the fairy. Please, put me out of the beeping misery. The soul of Madame Aroma. That's just Majora's Mask, right? I don't think Madame Aroma exists in Ocarina of Time to any capacity. Oh, thank you for that. And what does the third one have? A recovery heart. Love my garbage. All right, what business scrubs are next? Also, I didn't realize that Nintendo of America has a new president. I didn't realize Doug Bowser stepped down, but the new president's a girl, which I don't know if we've ever had a girl for a Nintendo of America president before, but that'll be a very interesting era to witness. See, it makes sense that this grotto is drippy, but the one on Death Mountain, what? Why is that one drippy? Letter to Mama. Another Majora's Mask item. And what might be the fanciest mail I have ever seen in my life. I think it does gotta be said that we have not found a single mask for Majora's Mask yet. Still hasn't happened. I wonder what the first mask is gonna be. If you want, put your prediction on what mask you think we'll find first in the comments, and let's see if you get it right. Okay, so I had another comment question where I asked y'all what your least favorite features and randomizers were. And got lots of great answers on this, honestly. I think the most common answer was the overworld entrance randomizer. People especially hate the decoupled entrances, and I'm right with you on there. I think that's one of those things that's just a bit too crazy. I think if you're really looking for madness, it can be a fun time, but overall, I don't think entrance randomizer is the way to go unless you're just narrowing it down to dungeon entrances or boss room entrances. I was surprised to see several people say that music randomizer is a feature they don't like because it makes the game not feel nostalgic. Like, people like the music associations they have with certain areas, and for lots of people to randomize that just switches the vibe up a little bit too much And then there's instances where you have like boss music playing in Hyrule Field, which can get annoying. There is possibilities for it to just kind of ruin your entire experience, which I agree with. Some people don't like the difficulty options, like instant one-hit KO, where you just die all the time. I personally don't like that either, because I am not good enough at the game to like play with those types of options. I do think it's cool that they exist though. All right, a 3-pound child fish. On my fish collection phase. Dang, we do not have enough rupees to buy stuff from the other scrubs. Do I need to go rupee hunting real fast? What do you think, Navi? They say that getting 100 coins gives you a star. Well, I'm looking for rupees, Navi, not coins. I think your brain is in the wrong game right now. Like, what? Does this also give us 5 rupees? Yeah, it does. Okay. I think I need 40 rupees to buy the rest of the business scrub stuff in the Lost Woods. Alright, this should be enough. We get our 5 from that. Should get 2 from this grass right here. Yeah, we have enough rupees to buy the rest of the plant merchandise. I'm curious, do y'all think business scrubs and Pikmin have any similar DNA? Another feature that people don't like in the randomizer is enemy randomizer, but not the type that we have, enemy soul. Actually, like the physical enemy randomizer. But I think I've only played with enemy location randomizer one time. And I think it was for a Majora's Mask randomizer I did on my second channel a long time ago. It's an alright feature, but it kind of switches the game up a little bit too much, and sometimes it can feel unfair. Like sometimes it'll put like really difficult enemies at the very beginning of the game, and it just doesn't feel right. Oh, the soul of Lizafos and Dynaphos for Majora's Mask. Oh, that's funny, the yes and no don't line up. Yeah, we found these in Ocarina of Time. Now we also have them in Majora's Mask. When I found the Lizafos in Ocarina of Time, I totally thought it meant that we were gonna do stuff in Dodongo's Cavern, but then I totally forgot we have Dungeon Entrance Randomizer on, so who even knows when we're gonna find Dodongo's Cavern? As far as I know, it could be the very last dungeon we find. I'm trying to think of what dungeon we're most likely to go into next. Great Deku Tree is pretty unlikely. I'd say Lord Jabu Jabu most likely, because we can reach him, but we just need an empty bottle in order to catch a fish to go inside of him. But honestly, we're still really far from being able to enter any other temple, which is a bit of a different situation for me right now. I'm not really used to being this choked in a randomizer. I guess that's how you know we're using some really good settings this time. Alright, there goes all my Deku Nuts. Another gold Skulltula token. We're getting lots of gold Skulltula tokens. Did I ever get my 20 gold Skulltula token prize? I don't think I did. I should have got that when I was in Kakariko. See down, see down. Alright, I think that is all the accessible business scrubs at the moment. I do want to go back to Kakariko Village, and I think the quickest way there is through Goron City. So another randomizer feature that somebody didn't like in Kingdom Hearts Randomizer is a feature that randomizes weapon stats, which I can see that being kind of annoying, but also I think that could work in Ocarina of Time. Like imagine getting the Master Sword and Kokiri Sword and they have random stats. Like the Kokiri Sword ends up being stronger than the Master Sword and vice versa. Like you could have the Kokiri Sword stronger than the Master Sword, or like Deku Stick stronger than Big Goron Sword. I feel like it'd be pretty interesting to see different items have different strengths in the game. In Pokemon, someone doesn't like it when you randomize Pokemon evolutions because it takes away from like the progressive nature of what they'd want from a randomizer. And I'm kind of with you on that. I don't like features that take away the progression or like the linear format of getting better as you go through. Any sort of rando feature that makes it so you can downgrade over time isn't really for me. I like the feeling of progress when I'm playing a rando. A couple people said they don't like Silver Rupee Randomizer because they think it's too much work for not enough progress. I kind of disagree. I like Silver Rupees being randomized, but I can see where your logic is on that. Okay, this is one bug that I think would be really nice if they updated for randomizers. And I know this is something that's in vanilla Ocarina of Time, but you can run through this gate backwards, but not forwards. And I know it's not that big of a deal, but I would kind of like for them to patch that bug. Being able to go through that backwards, it is convenient, but at the same time, it does feel a little bit broken in a way that I think it would be better if it was patched. I don't know if it's possible, but at least for Ship of Harkinian, I would love to see that as an update. All right, we did not get the second prize, I don't think. Ooh, we found our first mask. It's the cafe mask. All right, whatever predictions you guys put in the comments will be for the second mask that we find. Cafe's mask is not an option no longer. I still do want to have your guys' mask predictions in the comments. But hey, we found Cafe's mask, and we found Madame Aroma, and we found the mail. All three of those items are related, actually. Oh, I just realized. Since we have bombs, we can get to the fairy fountain in the graveyard. Since the kid's not here, can we pull stuff during the daytime? Ooh, we can. Nice. Hopefully we never find him. This is one of the most randomly located stray fairy fountains. All right. Hey, I just hit the jackpot. Ooh, it looks like we found the Shadow Medallion. 2 medallions down. I do know in the intro of this randomizer, I said the goal is to beat Majora. The goal is also to beat Ganondorf. There's 2 prerequisites to beat it, but it's gonna be way harder for us to beat Majora because we have to find all 60 stray fairies in order to do so, which is craziness. It's also craziness that we didn't find anything progressive down here. But hey, another medallion always looks good on the tracker. Oh, I almost forgot about this boulder over here. I think we've pretty much gotten all the checks in Ocarina of Time, though. I know we could go to the Zora shop, but we don't really have enough rupees for that, nor enough bomb shoes to get to the treasure chest in Goron City. Ooh, arrows. Do I want to go all the way to Zora's Domain again? You know what? We might as well. Oh my gosh, I've been running around so much, and I probably could have been a little bit more efficient, but it's okay, it's okay. I'm also realizing there's a couple more checks in Zora's River that we can do since we have Cuckoos. We found Zora's, but not for Ocarina of Time. You do have an option to make it so items and spirits can be shared between both games, so you can like find Zora's and they appear in both games. But I personally like splitting it up. Okay, anything worth buying in here? Gold skull to the token. Nothing seems super worth it. I can buy a skull to the token and a key from the looks of it. Thank you, Mr. Zora. I hope you're not too lonely. You're the only Zora remaining at the moment. The last Zora on Earth. I cannot believe how much running we've done this episode. Oh my gosh, my legs hurt. All right, what owl statue is this? No! You bitch! Okay, at least my chicken dropped down too. I was about to say, did you make me lose my chicken too? Dang, I was so excited about that owl statue too. Thank God we have 1 bomb chew, so we'll be able to enter the fairy fountain. Hello, chicken. Sure is lined up. Are you kidding me? How did the radius not hit? Dude. Please tell me I can get another bomb chew. There's no way. Oh. I probably deserve that for some reason. Alright, it'd be great if we found some more bomb shoes over in this chest in here. Third note of Sun Song. Okay, we're 3 notes away from becoming Adult Link. And I think we also need to find 2 more song notes. We need C right and C up. But we are getting closer. Is there anywhere where I can find bombs up here? Or is this fairy fountain just off limits for now? That is really unfortunate, everyone. All right, well, I think with that, we have pretty much collected everything that we can in Ocarina of Time for the time being. So in the next episode, we are gonna go back to Majora's Mask and see what all we can do there with the stuff that we found this episode. We did get Hero's Bow, so we can start climbing the mountain in that game too. If you've enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up. It helps me in the algorithm, and Lord knows I need it. And I'll see y'all in the next episode. Have a great one, y'all.